Hello, I'm Andy and I'm going to read to you a monthly tarot horoscope for December 2017, and this is for you coming from Capricorn. So let me shuffle my Kabbalistic tarot cards, and the first card that I'm going to pull will be for the first 15 days of December for you coming from Capricorn. Well, I'll pull the card which is really not good for you. And so the first 15 days of December are going to be very difficult. Very difficult. First, let's start in the area of romance. And there is a big disappointment that's waiting to happen. Now, always remember that you control your fate. And so by knowing this, if you want to keep that going on in a good way, to let it exist, that romance, then you'll have to work very hard. Not only stubbornness from you, but stubbornness from the other in areas of romance. Difficulties where either your secrets or the other person's secrets are interfering with the bliss and the romance that you expect. And differences of past issues also coming up. So it's the first 15 days of December that bring a lot of difficulties for you coming from Capricorn in the romance area. If you do find the romance in the first 15 days, tell yourself it comes loaded with complications. Don't give your heart away too readily. Try to do some research, try to ask questions, try to find out why I'm saying that the new romance at this time would come to handicap you in one way or another. Now, let's go to the area of marriage. If you are married with a family, then it's going to be the first 15 days of December with a lot of headache. There is domination, there is stubbornness, there is difficulties in communication. There is a possibility of, again, some secrets of yours or some secrets of your marriage partner which are making you unhappy or making your marriage partner unhappy. And then there's the emotional areas all going wrong. So you see, it's going to be a first 15 days in marriage with a lot of trial and error to get things right. And if you value your marriage, then you have to stomach all the things coming perhaps from your marriage partner. If you don't, then the breaking point can be quite near. Be careful. Let's go to the area of your job and career. Now, if you have a job or if you have an established career, like as a professional, these first 15 days of December are going to be very trying. You are not going to get any assistance or support or any kind words from your superiors or from those in charge or even from your colleagues. So in a job, you're going to also, or career, you're also going to find that there are hidden enemies, meaning there are members who are working with you, alongside with you, but whose agenda is to create problems for you. So don't share your secrets with anybody for sure, otherwise they are going to be used against you in terms of rumors. And also, in the first 15 days where job is concerned, you are not very steady. So a little mistake will go a long way to get you fired. So make sure you focus on what is important. If you are in business, then the business environment will be very difficult for you. And if there is possibility of you getting a new contract in these first 15 days of December, I would urge you not to rush and grab it and accept it. Take your time, look at it, because that contract is coming with a lot of loopholes, a lot of difficulties, a lot of disagreements that might follow. So tell yourself to be careful even if you're offered a contract in job, if you're offered support to get, a contract in business, even if you are asked to look after an ongoing business. Complications are seen throughout where you can be let down and disappointed and find difficulties with the person you are working with in that contract area. So it doesn't mean don't want to accept the contract either, but find out all the facts and figures. Take your time, don't rush and grab it. Well, so it's going to be a difficult first 15 days for you in the area of business. Let me pull the next card, which has got to do with your last 15 days. Now before that, I want to tell you that I'm already Skyping horoscopes, and it's cost USD 50 for a 90-minute session with me. And during the 90-minute session, I will tackle your next 5 or 6 years in detail, age by age, calendar year by calendar year, so that you can get everything right as possible in your next 5 or 6 years in all areas of your life. And that will cost you USD 50. I will of course use your palms and use your date of birth, and I will have your time of birth, and I will read your face while we are Skyping, and I will also use Kabbalistic Tarot if necessary. Now let's get back to the second half of December for you, coming from Capricorn. The second half of December improves a great deal. Here you have an example of how a month can be divided from chalk to cheese, or from black to white, or from good to bad. It's extreme. Well, look forward to your last 15 days. Your 14 are better, 13 are better. As the days move on, the situation gets better for you in all areas of your life. But let's start about romance. So your last 15 days, you seem to be handling the romance better. Solutions are coming. Understanding is better. Whatever was wrong seems to be overlooked, seems to be forgiven. So the romance starts to do better as the 15, 16, 17 days move on in December. And if you get a romance in the last second half of the month, I would say it was going to be a very good, manageable, profitable, and also in terms of relationships, a good one. So many solutions will be found for you. And even if you had trouble in the first 15 days in romance, some solutions are coming. And these solutions are going to make you a person who will be very happy in your area of romance. Let's talk of marriage. Now, if you are married, with the first 15 days quite horrendous, with all kinds of pressure, all kinds of anger, all kinds of differences, the last 15 days offer you, as they move on, the 15, the 14, the 13, to the end of the month, they offer you plenty of help, plenty of solutions, plenty of opportunities to make each other happy. Good news about your job, maybe good news of your partner's job, financial situations improving, outlooks very nice. So it's a very good second half given to you so that you can get things right and you can be happy in your marriage area. So look forward to that. Let's go to your area of job. Your second half of the your second half of the month is much better, and it produces a chance to change jobs if you want. You will get good news wherever you are, even if it's in the job that you are in right now. Good news will come. The decision will be that they value you and they know that you can do things well. Mistakes or difficulties, first half of the month will be forgiven. So be patient with all the things going wrong in the first half. Be patient, and the second half will reward you and bring plenty of good opportunities in your place of work. Let's talk of your business. Now, your business areas in the first half of the month were very difficult. Second half, they get better and better day by day. And they produce profits, and they produce solutions, and they produce support from the people who gave you the business. So they are beginning to value you. They are beginning to realize that you are good for them. So don't give up in the first 15 days. Take your time, negotiate, and you will see the last 15 days you get what you want, and you will be able to be very happy with the business that you receive. Even going to see a bank manager, wait till the second half of the month, and you will have a much better chance of doing that. Okay, so there you are in business areas, a lot of profit making, a lot of happiness, a lot of good vibes basically for you. Well, I want to now talk to you about your health. I'll look up at the both cards for you in Capricorn. My first worry for you, I'm going to say something very serious in the first 15 days, is your heart issue. Something about your heart can crop up. So if you have the little niggly pains where the heart area is, or your left arm or your left jaw, or if your tongue is a bit lazy and you're slurring, go straight to the hospital. And during the month of December, this can happen to people from Capricorn. And it may just be a little signal, but no harm going to check it out properly. Also, your lower spine is going to give you a lot of trouble. And during this month of December, you've either been lifting weights, or you've been carrying goods, or you've been doing something. And so go and see a specialist called a neurologist, and he or she will help you look after your lower back. Well, as I said, I'm already Skyping, and I want to get your next 5 or 6 years as right as I can, so that you will be able to profit from this next 5 or 6 years, already knowing from me what is going to happen age by age, calendar year by calendar year, in all areas of your life. So Skype me a message, send me a message through Facebook, email me, make contact, and talk to me and ask me. You may ask me questions, but don't ask me to do your birthday free of charge. I won't. You will have to pay for it. Anything that comes free, nobody ever treats it with respect. And so I will wait for you to contact me and make a date so that we can Skype, and so that I can help you with even using Kabbalistic tarot cards for your next 5 or 6 years, what's going to happen to you, and you will know well in advance, and you'll be able to get the perfect that you want from your next 5 or 6 days, 5 or 6 years. Until then, thank you and good luck.